spend an extra 10 or so minutes on bonus tidbits just for you.
And we decided, and when I say we, it's me, I made an executive decision to spend this Tidbits after party talking about video games, because Winter Emus is all about video games and board games and gamers in general. So to give you a little backstory about that, Winter Emus was created by Tim Buckley, a web comic creator, and he had two main characters by the names of Ethan and Lucas that were roommates, and they played games on their Xbox. And one year Ethan decided just to make up a holiday, and it took off in the real world. It's been going on since about 2004, so it runs between the 25th and the 30th of January. And if you like games, whether it's board games, old school like Monopoly, or playing Halo or whatever you want to play, do that.
Funny factoid.
Okay.
Well, it's funny now. Because it falls during the last week of January, which my birthday is on the 31st.
Yep.
When I grew up having Super Bowl weekend always overshadowing my birthday. And then when this came about, I was like, oh, great. Now I have two things over. I used to get really mad.
Super Bowl's not on in January anymore.
I know.
At some point, it got pushed to February. So.
Yeah, but, then this came about. I'm like, oh, great. Now there's something else that's going to overshadow my birthday. And because, in the beginning, when you started acknowledging it, it was, Winter Emus this and Winter Emus that. And I would get really mad. And I decided to embrace it.
Yeah.
And
it's I don't totally blow off your birthday.
I don't know if I'm more of a gamer than you now or what. I mean, it seems like I play more than you now, but
Well, I'm on the road more often than you are, but
yeah,
still
I'm trapped here in my tower. That's why they call me Rapunzel.
I'm just saying that, I know your birthday is more important than the silly holiday, but I would say if you had to pick one event to eclipse your birthday, what would you choose? Winter Emus or Super Bowl? There you go.
Not a fan.
But I understand once Super Bowl moved to February, and you're like, ha. I think maybe it was 1 or 2 years.
Yeah.
No Super Bowl, no nothing, and then this popped up. But
right.
Whatever.
Yeah.
So we're gonna throw up the first pick.
Oh.
We're going to continue to talk about Matrix news. Can't get enough of Matrix.
That ain't the right one.
No, it's not. The Matrix Awakens demo game has 38,146 cars in it. And apparently you can drive them all.
Wow.
So this demo is on YouTube. It's kind of insane little demo, but it reminds me of another Matrix game that came out back in 2002, I think. Enter the Matrix, which you could either play Ghost or Gina Pickett Smith's character, Niobe.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently the PS2 version was the worst. And then there was a toss-up between the Xbox version and I guess some things the Nintendo GameCube did better than the Xbox and vice versa. But as the PC Master Race knows, play it on the PC because everything's great. You can set up all the settings. So that game is being worked on with Real Engine 5. So that's nice. Crazy. Next bit of news. That this picture I dropped on Instagram and Facebook. So you can go over there to facebook.com/SequelCentric or facebook.com/SequelCentric and check out this. You want to read this since you're a big Lord of the Rings fan?
Ooh, sure. Should I leave the Matrix drifting? Okay. Lord of the Rings Gollum trailer has dropped. A spin-off game that tells us what Gollum was doing before Lord of the Rings. Wow.
Oh, after Bilbo.
So
Frodo.
After Bilbo gets the ring, but before Frodo gets it.
Before, yeah.
So that whole period.
Yeah,
in between.
What was he doing in the caves? I mean, the The trailer itself I won't spoil the trailer, but the trailer itself kind of gives you an interesting little peek of
Right.
what you're gonna do. But that'd be an interesting game to be Golem, and I'm guessing maybe sneak around.
Yeah.
Sort of like Metal Gear or Thief or two other video games. Okay, throw up the next pick. The Wolf Among Us 2
Ooh.
is still coming. Telltale Games is building a new studio and a new game engine. So it'll be a little while longer
Yeah.
before the sequel. This actually, the first one is kind of interesting. It's based off of a comic series called Fable, and it's what if all the fairy tale characters lived in the real world. So the main character, Bigsby, is the big bad wolf, and he's the sheriff.
Oh, like they did in Once Upon a Time.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot like that. So yeah, Telltale Games had used the same engine on so many games, and it was always patches, and it was good for the first couple of games, but at some point they had to fix it, but they were pumping out episodes. Like each game had like 4 or 5 episodes, so you'd have to like wait 3 or so months, and then there's glitches and stuff. But I've seen gameplay on this. It's basically sort of like a, a live action book, more or less, because you see things in motion and you get to certain points. It's like, at one point in the first game, Tweedledee and Tweedledum show up, and they go in 2 different directions. So do you chase Tweedledee or do you chase Tweedledum? So you could play the same game and get different outcomes.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's on the Switch or the PS4, but I would totally buy it.
Yeah.
On to the next bit of news. So, the handheld gaming system analog. Why does it say that? Oh,
Oh, there you go.
the handheld.
It's like, huh?
Never mind. I'll
Okay,
let
go.
you read it, Sandy.
The handheld gaming system Analog Pocket plays Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Sega Game Gear, Atari Lynx, and Neo Geo. Pocket can be played as well with cartridge adapters sold separately. This is geared for Jake's nephew Jake, his generation, I think.
Well, me too, but yeah. The main system itself that you see in the picture, straight up, it's not emulating. It's basically the cartridge believes it to be the true, hardware. So it plays original Game Boys, Game Boy Colored, and Game Boy Advance. But you have to buy an adapter if you want to play. If you got, Sega Game Gear games, which I know my buddy Frank has, the Atari Lynx, which was another colored handheld system that.
So each one of them is an adapter. So there's an Atari adapter, a Sega adapter, and a Neo Geo adapter.
Yeah,
okay, 3 different adapters.
Yeah. Plus, supposedly you can use the link system between 2 of those things.
Yeah.
Because
It looks like a Game Boy.
The Pokemon games, Pokemon Red, Blue, and Yellow, use the cable link to transfer monsters.
Right.
So.
It looks like a Game Boy.
Yeah, it does. That's the whole thing. And I think you can hook it up to a TV. I think I heard in a podcast. So
cool.
Yeah, it's $250, $300. So it's definitely a luxury item. And they sold out through the first wave, their second wave, and the third wave is sold out. So these guys you won't be able, unless someone sells it on eBay. If you want to get one from the website, you're looking at 2023 to 2024.
Wow.
So I would be, that'd be cool, but we got to switch. So.
Yeah, we got a Switch for Christmas.
So,
Thank you very much, Jamie and Marty.
Yes, whoever, if either one ever goes with Patreon. Okay, last bit of sort of video game news. We don't have a picture for this.
Okay.
You can switch it back.
I'm going.
Okay. I posted the picture on Facebook and Instagram of Jim Carrey with this new Dr. Robotnik, aka Dr. Eggman, mustache for the trade. Mustachio. I still want to see the first one, but he looks even more insane. Jim Carrey, it's like classic 90s Carrey, like Ace Ventura, The Mask,
wow,
even Cable Guy. You've seen the trailer, right?
Mm-mm.
Oh my god! I guess we'll go watch
Yeah, I have to watch it.
the trailer. Yeah. So, since you didn't see the trailer, I can't ask you your thoughts. So my thoughts are, it
What are
looks
your
good.
thoughts? My thoughts are I need to watch the trailer.
Yeah. Well, it should be interesting because I'll quickly throw in this little bit of news. Guess who's voicing Mario in the DreamWorks? I think DreamWorks, not DreamWorks. Illumination. The guys over there at Minions and Secret Pets and
Yeah,
Sting.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
They're doing a Mario movie. Chris Pratt is voicing Mario.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, at least obviously the live action one didn't work out. So at least they're going animated. So
Yeah, animated. Yeah.
anytime you take something that's animated and you make it live action, like the Smurfs or the Chipmunks or
was that 80s or 90s? That was a 90s movie they did, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, there was
the live action.
They even did a Big Bang Theory episode about that.
Yeah.
Remember that with the itchy sweater?
Oh yeah, yeah. Uh-huh.
Okay, that's it for SequelCentric January's After Party Tidbits, and I said that all in the wrong order. SequelCentric Tidbits After Party for January 2022. Thank you again for all our loyal patrons out there who throw us $1 or more a month to keep this little thing alive. Your money got reinvested into paying for the audio. If anybody out there also likes to listen to the audio as well. Until next month at the after party, we will see you then.
Bye, everybody.